Hi, my name is Emily Nguyen, and I will be presenting my final paper and what's gonna be on it. So page 1 is basically my title page. It lists out the course's name, the course's number, my name, the title of the final paper, and the date that I finished the paper. And then page 2 is just a statement that is that states that I acknowledge that this paper is my own work, and I am using academics integrity, and I basically signed it with my name, and that's pretty much it on page 2. Page 3 is the table of content. It just lists out what each page, like what's gonna be on each page. It's just like this PowerPoint, and how the title of each slide is page 1, page 2, page 3, and stuff like that. And I just basically listed out what's going to be on my page, and what's going to be on my paper and stuff like that. Page 4 is define the primary components of criminal justice and their primary responsibilities, and I listed out the 3 components of criminal justice, which are police, correctional agencies, and criminal courts. And then page 5 is identify problems that keep the system from functioning effectively and efficiently, and I basically mentioned the abuse of police power, and how that if you go on social media nowadays, you see videos of a police officer abusing their power against someone, specifically like an African American, and then I mentioned how that's racial profiling and stuff like that. Page 6 is explain the function and procedure of the Federal Uniform Crime Reporting (UCR) program. I mentioned how they use the crime index, and how it sums up the occurrences of the 7 significant offenses, which are first forcible murder, rape, robbery, aggravated assault, burglary, larceny theft, arson, and motor vehicle theft. Page 7 is compare and contrast present-day criminal justice traditions and practices with their historical precedents and beginnings. And I'm basically compared and contrast the traditional trends of the UCR, and the present-day trends with the UCR/NIBRS reporting. And then page 8 is define and evaluate the present-day value of the Peelian principles, and I basically mentioned the 5 principles, which are enforcing the laws of the society of which the police are a part of, apprehending offenders who participate in a crime, preventing crime, preserving domestic peace and tranquility, and providing the community with needed enforcement-related services. And then page 9 is list the procedures an offender undergoes in his or her progression through the system. I basically listed out the first appearance, the grand jury, the preliminary hearing, arraignment and the plea, and plea bargaining, and I basically just went in depth with each of those sections in the paper, and talked about how it works in the system. And then the last and final page, which is page 10, is list and identify courtroom procedures, and those procedures are trial, initiation, jury selection, opening statements, presentation of evidence, closing arguments, judges charged to the board, jury deliberations, and verdict. And I basically mentioned in depth of each section in the paper, and how each of the procedure works, and how it works in the courtroom, which is what I did in page 9. So the ones that are listed, I basically went in depth in the paper on each of the sections, in order to let it make all sense in it and stuff like that. And yeah, basically that is my final paper. Hopefully it reaches that criteria, and yeah. Thank you for watching.